well, the international flavour of today continues with Johann Bosch.
He's from Scandinavia.
No, Johann.
Germany. Sweden.
No. Johann's a huge fan from
Norway.
South Africa.
South Africa. Johann sounds like a name from The Sound of Music.
Please ask Lee.
Johann Strauss.
Well, it's a very German sounding name. Please ask Lee Priest what his opinion on the differences between training in the mornings on a low daily nutrition intake versus in the afternoon/night with mostly all your meals in, and which one would be the best in his opinion. Also, please congratulate him on his success in the bodybuilding world and pissing off the IFBB by just being himself. He is a true legend.
Yeah. I was walking down the Sydney street yesterday and someone yelled out, "Legend!" Thank you. So, that's nice, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then, no, there's no difference really. I've trained in the morning, empty stomach, had great workouts. I've trained later on the day after food, still had the same type of workout. So majority of the time it's just mental and what you're used to.
Yeah.
Some people like getting up early and training early, and some like doing it later on when they're more warmed up at the end of the day. But sometimes I find you at the end of the day, if you've been busy throughout the day, you can be tired come the afternoon time. If you've got a big, heavy labouring job, you might be tired. Like if I was to train after I work out here in the warehouse all day, being hot and stuff, I'd probably be tired. So I like to get in here early, 5 a.m, when it's nice and cool, and train, get it out of the way. Then I can just work hard all day with the boxes and the forklift. So it doesn't matter really. It just comes down to personal preference, whether you do it on an empty stomach or a full, like at the end of the day when you've had quite a few meals. So it just comes down to when you can fit it in really. As long as you're training, it doesn't really matter. So it's just a personal preference. But like I said, training on an empty stomach with no food or training with a few meals shouldn't make a difference, and never did for me or other people I knew. So like I said, I think it's more of a mental thing. Some people think, oh, I can't train without eating, I got to have carbs.
Yeah,
blah, blah,
I've got
blah.
my macros, bro.
You know, if you eat enough carbs today and I train tomorrow morning, I should have enough carbs from that day before, so it doesn't matter. So like I said, it's more of a mental thing on some people than anything. And you know, some people say training in the morning is hard. You know, the first couple of times you do it, Liz, but then your body gets used to it. Like I said, now, because I'm so used to watching TV in the afternoon, my body starts winding down. For me to start in the afternoon, I'd have to sort of get used to that again, because my body's normally used to winding down. To go train would be harder, so that's what you get used to really. So do it both if you want.
And what's the earliest time you've consistently trained? So say for example,
Like
you had
5 a.m.
Every morning, 5 a.m.
Yeah, 5:30 would be the earliest.
And was that in a warmer climate or a cooler climate? Because I always found
both.
it was sometimes hard in the
Yeah, when I used to live up in the high desert, it'd be really freezing cold. Like the dumbbells in the morning would be that cold they'd burn your hands. So you know, you'd get snow up there, so it was really cold. And then summertime would be like 116 in the shed. So it was both. So, but yes, like I said, you get through it. Once you get training, you warm up, so it's okay.
yeah.
I prefer the cold anyway than the heat and humidity, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, and like a lot of people, I think they go and train a couple of times first thing in the morning, and the first week or two you feel like crap. But
it is hard because I said you're waking up earlier, so your body's like.
But if you stick with it, you actually
feel better actually.
Yeah.
I just feel better in the morning if I start off like cardio early or training early, so sort of sets your day off in a good frame of mind. And like I said, if you don't do it, then you are working all day and in the back of your mind you're thinking, oh fuck, I got to train yet. As the day goes on, you could be getting tired and a bit lethargic and you think, I got to train yet. So you can talk yourself out of it, or you can have a pre-workout, go train, and you don't sleep that night.
Yeah. And
so I much prefer to do in the morning to get it out the way.
And when you're training at 5:30, did you have anything before
No, not really.
training?
No. Maybe sometimes just a cup of coffee or something, but no, I normally just have water with BCAA drink in it, type of thing, but that's it. And then after the workout, I go have breakfast.
So you must find it funny these days where the young guys can't train without pre-workouts.
Well, they can't train without anything. They can't train without their fucking mother holding their hands. So. Pathetic. They can't train without juice. Ridiculous. The only juice I had in the morning was orange juice or apple juice or grape juice I really like. So pomegranate juice is good too. A bit bitter, but it's good. Young kids these days, they don't know what hard training is. Not all of them, but 99.9% of them don't know what hard training is. They're just idiots.